Dani Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. I am joined today by Liz Rosinski, who is the Harvest Festival representative, and then, of course, we have our lovely Buffy Martin-Tarbox, who is with the Peninsula Humane Society and the SPCA. She's their communications manager. So before we get to our really actually favored guest, Liz, I'm going to turn it to you. You've been with the Harvest Festival for so many years, and we've been, it's been our honor and pleasure to have somebody on every year to talk about the Harvest Festival. Typically, we'll have a person who brings some of their local artisan wares. We've had folks that have done soaps and jewelry, and we had a slipper maker last year, but today we've got a special guest. So before we start, tell us about the Harvest Festival, and then we'll jump into who our special guest is today.
So the Harvest Festival, it's coming to the San Mateo Event Center November 10th through the 12th. For anyone who doesn't know, we're the largest indoor arts and crafts show on the West Coast. We've got over 24,000 unique items, jewelry, like you said, slippers, clothing, soaps, everything under the sun. So what's great about our show is we only offer American handmade products. So it gives independent entrepreneurs and artisans a platform to really get their merchandise out there. And we have, you know, a lot of entertainment. It's a really fun experience.
Yeah. Two things that I love a great deal about the Harvest Festival. You also invite nonprofits to come and have their booth, so they can really talk about what they do as community service. So it's a great way to do shopping, but also learn about what are some of the services that are being provided in your community. Two, I have a favorite jeweler, and she has now been back probably 6 years, which tells you a lot about your quality of your festival. Because if these artisans want to continue to return, you know that it's a quality event, and they're really enjoying being together and seeing each other. And again, the gentleman who was selling the slippers, he always says it's great because every year I get to see my friends again.
Absolutely.
And so I think there's repeat customers that like to go, plus food.
Yes. There's
great food.
Yeah, you can just walk through there. We have over 250 booths. You can just walk through and sample little tastes of, we say, come hungry, because you'll find something good to eat there for sure. And to your point about it being, you know, all the people returning, we have a lot of quality merchants who there's a personal aspect to the show where, you know, nowadays with online shopping, that interaction is missed. So you can't taste it, you can't smell it, you can't touch it. The Harvest Festival really offers that, and it offers a way to talk to each person, ask them about their craft, how they made it, sometimes get things personalized. I get ornaments for my daughter and my nephews personalized every year. So really there's something for everyone there.
Right. And I love how you do the kids zone as well.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives mom or dad a little opportunity to maybe sneak out and leave an older sibling with them for, you know, while they're in the bouncy house or something, so they can kind of sneak over and get some Christmas shopping done for sure.
Yeah, and we have a new Kids Zone provider this year. We have a local Burlingame-based school, Art Attack, so they're going to be doing fun watercolor projects with the kids. So that's one of the things we try to do is focus again on community, and you know we have partnerships with Caltrain, Samtrans, the San Mateo Area Chamber of Commerce, Downtown San Mateo Association. So we're really trying to become part of the San Mateo tradition. Right,
and plenty of parking. And then how do people get tickets or find out about admission?
So you just go to harvestfestival.com. You can purchase tickets there. You can also buy tickets at the door. $9 general admission, $7 senior, $4 for youth, and kids 12 and under are free.
Okay, and basically just jump on your website so that you can see what entertainment is being offered at what time in case you have a favorite band or someone that you want to return to see. And then if you want to stay all day, stay all day. There's certainly enough food and activity and shopping to have for all.
Absolutely.
The other thing I love about the Harvest Festival is that you're a charity partner. So you've been partnering with the Peninsula Humane Society for a couple of years now. And what better way than to introduce Buffy and Yoon.
Our special guest. Yeah.
And Yoon, tell us a little bit about Yoon, and then tell us a little bit about the Peninsula Humane Society if people might not know.
So Yoon is a 2-month-old spayed female little tabby. She's available for adoption. So you can come visit with her and potentially bring her into your family. We're located in Burlingame at 1450 Rollins Road, our adoption center. And she was actually one of the cats that we partnered with the Warriors and the Miami Heat and FedEx to rescue from the Miami-Dade area in Florida from Hurricane Irma. So she is a transplant from Florida, and clearly she enjoys California. She's very relaxed and mellow and just a little purr monster, and you can see an adorable little kitten. So, but at the Peninsula Humane Society, we have animals of all different kinds, not just cats and not just dogs. We're an open door shelter, which means that basically we take any animal regardless of age, regardless of condition, regardless of breed, and even regardless of species. We have snakes, we have lizards, we have turtles, we have rats, birds, mice, cats and dogs. So if you're looking to add to your family, come down and visit us.
And so tell us a little bit about the adoption process, because I think people might think it's a little bit more cumbersome than it is. Of course, you want to ensure that there's a great match for the family, the environment, and for the animal. And they know a little bit about the animal. You do behavioral testing to ensure there's, whether it's a family with small children or an elderly couple, you want to make sure that the match is correct. So tell us just a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we've been operating since the early 50s, and what we want to do is be the perfect match. There is, as my grandmother would say, a lid for every pot.
Oh.
And, so we have all different types of animals, and their characteristics and their personalities are going to vary. And so when you come into the Peninsula Humane Society, it's a very kind of open and inviting space. You can walk around, you can see the animals in the condos, and if you're interested in meeting a particular animal, you just go and talk to one of our adoption counselors, and they can tell you more about that animal. And they'll also ask you to fill out an adoption profile so we can learn more about you. What's your living condition? Do you live in an apartment? Do you live in a ranch? What other animals do you have in the home? With children? Do you have any special needs? And then we'll try to tell you, an animal that will best fit, your lifestyle, and then to make the perfect match.
What are some of the other services besides adopting out a pet that the Peninsula Humane Society provides?
Well, we are also the animal control officers and also the Wildlife Care Center for San Mateo County. So, if you see an injured animal, you would call us and we can come down and we can assist with that. If you find a stray animal, we can come and we can pick up that stray animal, or you can bring that animal into our shelter based at Coyote Point. And so we provide all those types of services. We also have an animal cruelty center. And so we have humane investigators that will investigate, any cases against animal cruelty. And we do have a free tip line where people can call in. If they choose to remain anonymous, they can do so. If they suspect that, unfortunately, if an animal is in a situation where it's being abused, we'll send somebody out to investigate. We also have humane education programs. We were the first humane society in the United States to have full-time staff people dedicated solely to educating, particularly youth, about animals and animal welfare. And it's a very popular program. We run animal camps for children throughout the entire year, and we go into classrooms, we go into different community centers, we work with Girl and Boy Scout groups, to tell them about animal welfare, because it's a way of teaching the next generation so they can hopefully grow up to be more compassionate and kind to animals.
Now, do you provide veterinary services for someone who might not be able to afford spay or neutering? Or...
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have low-cost spay-neuter program, and then we also have our mobile spay-neuter van. And you can find all of this information out at our website, which is phs-spca.org.
And we'll make sure that gets up onto the
yeah, and our spay-neuter van, and we go throughout all of San Mateo County, and we have many different times and availabilities for people. And this is an opportunity for people to receive free spay-neuter for cats and dogs only. It's first come, first served basis. We don't take appointments. And so if you see, that there's going to be in your community and you have a need to spay or neuter your animal, you just come and we'll do it for free and then return the animal to you later that day.
Well, Liz and Buffy, it's already time to end our program, but I want to say to our viewers that there will be cats and dogs at the Harvest Festival ready for adoption, and at least to find out more information about the Peninsula Humane Society and all of the wonderful service that you do. I do know you need donations. I do know you need volunteers, so let's put a plug out to our viewers on Penn Voice that to come down and visit the shelter, Peninsula Humane Society, and also to join all of our great artisans at the Fall Harvest Festival. Liz and Buffy, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see all of you next time on Penn Voice.